Yo, what do you do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Moki here, back with you with another new chapter of The Origins Bakugan. And I gotta say, thanks for the love and support that you had for the first chapter. Sorry that it took so long and that it was really lengthy. I needed to, explain the situation, ideas, and also give more and more details about, Ryan and about his mysterious powers, after all, which are tied to the Bakugan. But either way, I hope thanks still love for the support and I appreciate it all. Anyway, let's go to that. I have a quick recap. Ryan Ortega, the main character of this story, begins his first day at Kuoh Academy. And however, he has that of multiple voices in his head though. And he seems that he's quite familiar with these voices, to be honest. But even so, with many of their comments basically getting under his skin, but not wanting to let them, completely affect him. He wants to have that of a good, proper, and great day at Kuoh Academy. And want to be seen as a model transfer student. Make a good impression. However, seems that's easier said than done when the student council president and the vice president are basically devils, and one of them, being the president, is the little sister of the Satan Leviathan, being Seraphal. Not only that, Tsubaki also getting affected by that of Ryan's mysterious powers, making Sona take interest in him. Not only that, he also has that of a small connection with that of Asya as well. And it seems that the two of them have a past together. Given that, Ryan's in the same class as Asya and Issei, actually. And at the end of the school, it seems like he's about to be watched by that of several individuals, maybe. One being that of a certain white-haired girl and mascot of Kuoh, and the other being Tsubaki, ordered by Sona, of course. Within, he encounters that of a stray exorcist that basically planned on killing him because he felt devil energy coming off of Ryan. Even though it's not technically devil energy though. But not wanting to deal with it, he soon summoned one of the entities inside of him. This being a red dragon known as Drago, killing the stray exorcist, leaving nothing behind. Even the ashes were burned itself as well. With now heading back home and introducing to his other companions, who are known as Bakugan. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? Chapter 2, Who is Ryan? At the Occult Research Club room, as it's currently now nighttime, as currently in that of a pretty, luxurious, while also quite, dark room, but lit by that of candles, lies a red-haired girl with that of illustrious and amazing beauty, with that of light baby blue eyes, and quite the curvaceous figure at that of a desk, a mahogany desk, actually, going through that of papers, this being Rias Grummery, heir to the Grummery family, and little sister of the current Lucifer, Surzetchis. Also in this room lies that of her queen and childhood best friend, second to Sona, the second most popular girl in Kuoh Academy, Akino Hamejima, a girl with that of raven black hair tied up together with that of a orange ribbon, her purple eyes, with that of a quite curvaceous figure as well. Her legs and hips not on the same level as Rias or Tsubaki, but her breasts, on the other hand, are massive. And she's currently serving tea to that of her king and friend / and also leader of their peerage and club president as well. With then, soon, Rias basically drinking her tea before saying, "Still, this is him, right? With then looking at the paper, being that of Ryan. Blonde hair, green eyes, and pale, and well, Caucasian skin and all. With then Kuoh, who finished up doing that of contracts a little while ago, and early on spoke to that of Rias to get information on Ryan. She nodding, yeah. With then eating that of another cookie before finished chewing and swallowing, saying, I smelled something from him, Chief. Something that didn't feel right, actually. It felt raw in nature. He was suppressing it pretty well, but within, Sue, Rhea saying, no need to say any more, Konako. If anything, I appreciate it. To think that somebody like him, something that not even Konako is aware of. Within, Akino speaking and saying, could he be another fallen angel? Saying, doubtful. We've already gotten permission to kill the fallen angels here since they went rogue from Gogori. He could be from the church, but doubtful. The church has no purpose here anymore since years gone by, so there's no point of that. He could be trespassing, but given that he was able to get into the school by that of a scholarship, I guess it isn't truly trespassing. But if he is connected to the supernatural, he at least should have come to me and Sona. Shame that Sona got her clutches on him first before I could. We did need that of more pieces, after all. With Rias having that of a somewhat saddened, but somewhat mischievous look on her, smile and everything. Within, Akino smiling as always, with her eyes down, with our eyes closed as ever. Then saying, oh, Rias, I think you have too much fun toying with boys like that of Issei. Within, Akino saying, oh, speaking of Issei, I hear he's helping out Asio with that of her first contract. I guess it's going to be quite memorable for the both of them, getting closer after all. With then, Rias couldn't help but smile, saying, I guess so. But even so, sooner or later, we're going to need to ask on why Ortega-san is here at Kuoh. Possibly tomorrow. Best to get to speak to him while we can. Looking down at the paper with ads of caution, staring at that of the picture of Ryan, Rias couldn't help but wonder on who Ryan truly is. Not only that, another conversation about that of our protagonist with Sona, as she's listening to what Tsubaki basically said. Within, Sona couldn't help but be completely caught off guard and shocked, saying he's contracted with a dragon, possibly a familiar. What kind of dragon was it? Within, Tsubaki saying, I'm not completely sure. I've never seen a dragon like him like that before. Even as a familiar, it killed the stray priest without even breaking a sweat. It seemed like it, and not only that, it burned everything. Cloak, holy energy, and even the ashes itself. Whatever that dragon was, it's powerful. Possibly dragons were already powerful enough. Even hatchling dragons are already on that of the mid-class level, given that of the lore behind them, President. With Tsubaki still feeling somewhat weary. Within, Saji speaking up once again, saying, and if this guy's a threat, maybe it's better that we take care of him now, here. Take care of here and now. What'd you say, Lady President? Within, soon, Sona looking at Saji with that of an annoyance. Within him, flinching back, looking down, and that of not wanting to disappoint his king. Within, she's sighing, saying, if he has a dragon under that of a contract, then that means he may be a beast tamer, possibly even a dragon tamer at that. But not only that, you were able to get some of his conversation, right? Within, Tsubaki saying just a little bit, using that of my devil hearing. It seems that, he was talking to the dragon. It seems that the two of them came to Kuoh just because they want a peaceful life. They dealt with that of The stray exorcist more as a way to keep his identity a secret. It was the reason on why he created that of a perfect barrier that suppressed all forms of magic that nobody can sense outside of it, besides those inside of it instead. When he unleashed that dragon-like creature, I felt it. The power. It was nothing like that of a typical dragon, familiar. Nothing like that of a mid-class, high-class, something even way more powerful. Possibly ultimate class president. Within hearing that, everybody in the room except that of Saji couldn't help but be shocked and surprised. Within, a girl with that of white hair, quite a curvaceous figure as well, and also with that of baby blue eyes, couldn't help but say, This can't be happening, can it? Within soon, a girl with that of with twin tails, with that of a quite modest but still somewhat curvy figure as well, with that of brown eyes, can help but say, an ultimate class creature in this town? This has to be a joke, especially if a human is the one that's controlling the dragon. Within, a girl with that short blue hair that goes down to her neck, with that of a quite athletic appearance as well, saying, oh man, even I'm a little bit excited and somewhat worried at the same time. If we're dealing with an ultimate class being, with then soon Saji confused, saying, okay, can somebody explain to me what the heck is an ultimate class? With then soon Tsubaki and Sona couldn't help but sigh, with then Sona saying, Saji, we went over this. I've told you the certain levels of that of the devil hierarchy. It isn't just within saying, oh, right, yeah, you told me that there are low class, mid class, high class devils, and ultimate class devils. Simple as that. So, yeah, within, so I'm saying it's not that level system isn't just part of the devils. Every other supernatural community has that level system. From low class, high class. The fallen angels have it. The angels and church has that. Even many of the gods as well. But they have their very own tier list when it involves them. But for us, we take the leveling system and tier lists quite seriously, Saji. So an ultimate class human with that of an ultimate class dragon, possibly on the same level as maybe one of the Dragon Kings, possibly similar to that of your Sacred Gear, Ritra, the Black Dragon King, then it's possible we are dealing with somebody who's most likely on a level that we can't beat alone. With then hearing that, Saji couldn't help but feel somewhat worried and scared, saying, oh shit, damn. Maybe we shouldn't overreact, but take it slow, right, Lady President? Within, Sona saying, now you're getting it, Saji. However, within, remembering everything that Ryan said to her, and the reason on why he came to Kuoh, as then realizing, but I don't think he's a threat to us, at least not yet. Knowing Rias, she's also possibly looking into Ryan. She already asked for that of his, school file and figures. The teachers were willing to give it to her, given that her father is the superintendent of this school. After hearing that, all of them couldn't help but hear the tension coming from that of Sona's voice, where she basically bypassed the school system, going to her after all. Since in Kuoh, the student council have more power than that of the teachers. Or rather, she has just as much power, not just because of Kuoh being her territory, alongside that of Sona, but because of her family as well. With then, soon saying, no, so just like her, we're going to need to talk to that of Ryan Kun as well. She won't be able to hide all the information about him for herself after we speak. With then hearing that, soon all of them nod. But for the meantime, let us focus more on our business. We still have contracts to do and to keep things in check as well. Do I make myself clear, everybody? Within, all of them saying, yes, Lady President. After saying her piece, the student council, or rather Sona Shitri's peerage, gone back to their business. with then soon Sona still having that of an extra file of Ryan, as it says everything pretty normal that he's lived in that of the UK, especially in London, his entire life. Even though London is basically where the Protestant church is HQ is at, and also where many of the mage guilds are as well. But when it comes to mages and wizards, they're not really that important, especially not as important as they used to be back in the old days. Nowadays, devils could care more about replenishing their numbers than just gathering contracts with that of mages now, especially pure blood devils such as Sona. But she will at least keep this idea in mind that he may be connected to the mage guilds of Europe. Back with Ryan, he's basically preparing his own dinner for himself, basically using some of the groceries that he bought early on, being Sakako no Notsuke, and that with a few fries that he also bought from that of the grocery store as well. And he has his very own Japanese-style fish and chips. Within having that of a prayer, within saying, "Time to eat," with then finish eating up his dinner. Within soon as Bakugan also come out saying, "Guessing you guys are hungry too." With then soon Drago saying, "Not entirely. You know, in this forms we can't eat, especially being contracted with you." With soon Percival saying, "It's truly a shame that we cannot feast on that of delicacy such as this any longer, but I do not truly regret it making my decision, making you that of my vessel." Ryan with then soon saying, "Thanks guys." But even so, with still eating before then stop no longer having food in his mouth, saying, "It seems that I didn't expect that I would get involved with a supernatural so damn quick here in Kuoh, but I shouldn't be too damn surprised." With then basically leaning back, as then Tigura saying, "So you're aware too? There was some trace amounts of tainted holy light energy here in the town. Possibly fallen angels were here a little while ago." Within Ryan saying, "You're right, Tigura. Possibly there was a few possibly some rogue fallen from Gogori got the bright idea to do some shit here in Gremory and Citri territory. Seriously, what the hell? Could it possibly they were drawn to that of, well, Hayato's sacred gear, the boosted gear, but even so, I can barely sense it. Hell, even if the boosted gear has awakened, it's barely in that of a powerful state. Such as your words, right, Drago?" Within, Drago spoken up saying, "Indeed, definitely not. Drake, I can tell that Drake's consciousness has barely fully awakened, even with the boosted gear now in its gauntlet form. But even so, knowing Drake, he will appear over time, even if his vessel is considered to be the weakest Red Dragon Emperor possibly in history." Within, Elfin speaking up saying, "Geez, it sounds like you're basically really that disappointed, Drago. I gotta say, you sound like that of a disappointed father," saying, "Like I said before, Drake and Albion were made to reach the same level as that of dragon gods when they were nothing but hatchlings, and yet they wasted their potential just fighting each other. These were two dragons that basically took concepts from the god of the Bible, the same entity that Tigrera created." With then Tigrera saying, "Well, guilty as charged. However, the god of the Bible was too arrogant and too self-entitled to even believe that he was above everything, and believe that his ideas were right and wrong. I even remember the time where he even believed that he could seal me away, his creator, the very entity of light and holy magic as a whole. And yet, here we now. I am still alive and still existing, while he is now dead, no longer controlling that of the heavens." Within, Ryan saying, "You know, Tigrera, if you do go to heaven and you do tell them about who you are, they'll possibly let you control that of the sacred gear system, or especially the prayer system. Hell, people won't even people will probably not even notice, and probably will notice that their prayers are being answered a lot more better than before. Within, Tigura saying, I've thought about it quite a bit of times, but as the entity that has created all forms of light magic, especially holy magic and divine magic, it is not my duty to interfere in the affairs of my creations unless I am with you, Ryan. And I have chosen to be, and just like everybody else, you are my vessel, and you are free to use my powers, and me however you see fit. Within, Ryan saying, still think that's annoying. Like I said, when I all met you all. Within, Ingrid speaking, saying that you would never use this in battle, only to protect yourself and to keep yourself safe. Simple as that. I remember, but I also remember that of a boy who just wanted to live that of a normal and quiet life. Is that not what you still want, Ryan? Looking at the entity that has created all forms of wind magic and storm magic and basically weather magic as a whole, he couldn't help but sigh, saying, you know me too well, Ingrid, but yeah, I still want a normal life. I still want to live happily. I don't want to get involved with any of the hijinks and craziness and stupid shit of the supernatural. I've seen what happens when people basically get involved in the supernatural. Even people who basically want to get out of the supernatural can't even live that of a normal life. Within, soon, Gorham saying, like your parents, having Ryan flinch for a bit as all of the Bakugan look at the entity of creating all forms of earth and terrain type of magic. Within, soon, he couldn't help but Ryan sigh, saying, guys, don't look at Gorham like that. He's not wrong. Within, soon Ryan basically looking outside, within, thinking, my parents did try to get out of the supernatural. They tried to live normal lives, and yet the supernatural basically looked for them. As Ryan basically looked back at that night, about that of 10 years ago, a 7-year-old Ryan living in that of the countryside, almost that of a good one hour drive from that of London, living with that of his mom and his dad, Gabriel Ortega, basically, and almost looks like that of an older version of Ryan, actually. The only difference is that he has quite the, magnificent beard on the guy, wearing that of sweatpants and a sweatshirt, as he basically is fixing up the house a little bit, given that that it's now time for spring and the damage done during the winter is now needing to be fully prepared. Within, soon, a voice saying, Gabe, within looking down, seeing that of a, pretty mature and quite curvaceous Japanese woman. This is Ryan's mother, Mayumi Ortega, as she has that of long green hair, basically cut basically in the middle on the back, with a couple of bangs basically going down that of on the left side of her hair, showing that you would think that it's basically messy, but nah, it's basically the style that she likes to have it anyway. With then Gabe seeing his wife saying, is it already time, dear? With her saying, yep, dinner. As then Gabe getting off the roof, however, instead of him basically hurting himself, he uses that of a bit of wind magic as a spell circle goes down on that of the ground and beneath his feet, as a gust of air keeps him from basically falling flat on his face or hurting anything major. Within, basically kissing his wife, with soon as they enter into that of the house. Within, Ryan saying, "Hey, Dad, you're finally here. That means we can finally eat." As a young 7-year-old Ryan basically couldn't help but get excited. Within Gabe saying, all right, don't get too crazy. Within Ryan pouting saying, but it's mom's cooking. It's the best in the world. With then soon Mayumi can help but shove saying, well, I could just do what I can do. Especially being in the country with the worst cuisines after all. With then Gabe saying, hey, you're talking about my homeland there, Missy. Which is also your home too. Saying, with then she giving her husband out of a deadpan look. Before then sweating bullets a little bit saying, okay, you got me there. Plus you spoiled me on your cooking too. After winning that of the look and getting her husband to confess, they soon begin to head to the kitchen prepare to eat. However, all this changes a bit within soon a burst of light coming from that of the door as the family basically freaks out. Within soon Ryan freaking out, having that of a scared and somewhat frightful look on his face, saying, Mama, Dad, what's going on? With then soon white-clad figures with that of the cross of Christianity, or possibly, better yet, the cross of the pagan church. Within soon a man with that of black hair, a beard that goes from that of his sideburns all the way to his chin, and red eyes. Within looking at the family saying, Brother Gabe, this is where you and your wife has been all this time. To think that you were this close to that of us. Within soon, Gabe saying, ugh, Virgil, what the hell is the meaning of this? Within saying, well, Brother Gabe, we of the pagan church have decided to take you and your family in. After all, as a mage you and your wife were once mages of the Golden Dawn. It's only natural that you would use your powers for the good of mankind and for the Holy Lord and Holy Spirit himself. Within Mayumi getting annoyed saying, are you serious? Did you forget that we are done with the supernatural? We're trying to live normal lives as normal civilians, especially with our son. What makes you think that we're going to basically join the pagan church just because we left that of the Dawn Guild? Within one of the pagan exorcists speaking saying, watch your mouth, you damn foreign wench. You should know your place. No. Within soon Virgil raising his hand before backhanding that of the one that spoke, saying, you should know your place as well. Don't you not notice that this is the Sakura Beauty Mage? One of the few wizards that ended up getting the title of Magi. If she wanted, she can basically destroy our entire nation of the United Kingdom with just one blast alone. So you best know your place. Got it? Within the exorcist saying, my apologies. My apologies, Father Virgil. Within soon she's saying, well, at least you know that much. With soon saying, that's why I'm asking you politely. Again, apologies about your door, but within soon, outside, a blast of fire basically hits one of the exorcists outside as they begin to burn to ash. Within soon, looking outside saying, damn it, looks like they've already shown up. With soon, Gabe is saying, what do you mean, they? With soon, Ryan saying, Mama, Dad? With then, soon, looking outside, seeing that of several devils, as they floating in that of the air. However, one devil basically stands out the most, as he has that of salmon pink hair, with that of brown eyes, as his pupils are basically slits, wearing a red suit with that of a black cape behind him, saying, so this is where you have been at, love, the great Sakura Blossom. You will be a perfect collector's edition in my peerage. Having the most powerful female mage of this generation is perfect. I'll be able to win quite a bit and out of the rating games with you on my side. Within soon, Gabe saying, are you serious? Are you saying that the devils are basically after my wife? Within, soon Virgil saying, I tried to warn you. I was hoping to get to you all quicker so you could all come to that of the pagan church for the time being, and hopefully join us as well. Hoping to convince you all. But within saying, your sales pitch wasn't that good, mate. Within the man saying, yeah, I figured. With soon pulling out that of two broadswords, glowing with that of holy energy, as they being that of twin holy swords, with then saying, shit, a holy swordsman! With soon all the devils alongside the devil that seemed to be the king of the period saying, eradicate the exorcist, and eradicate the man and child too, and bring me the woman. If any of you basically plan on burning her, even hurting her, then I'll basically kill you myself. Do I make myself clear? Within all of the devils saying, yes, my lord. After that, a battle basically rages between that of the church and that of the devil. Within soon, Gabe couldn't help but get annoyed saying, shit, like hell, I'm basically stepping out. I'm not going to protect my own family. Looking at Maylene saying, Maylene, they're after you, so you and Ryan get the hell out of here. Go to the Golden Dawn. Within, she's saying, but what about you? I'll buy you some time, and I'll be right behind you. Just go. Within soon, spell circles begin to emerge around that of Gabe before he goes into the fray as well, sending that of blasting of wind magic from at the devils. Within soon, grabbing onto her son, Maylene also running away as well. As then Ryan saying, Mommy, I'm scared. Are you? Saying, don't worry, Ryan. I am not going anywhere. Mommy will always protect you, no matter what. As then she creates her own spell circle. However, this spell circle is basically pink. Before then, soon, wind begins to gather around. However, the wind is covered in that of cherry blossoms. As she's about to take off and head straight to London at blinding speeds, she's soon basically pierced in that of the back. With then soon, it was done by one of the devils of the peerage, saying, shit, I wasn't trying to basically mortally wound her, I was trying to stun her. How is she supposed to be the strongest female mage of this generation? How the hell can one little lightning spell basically already bring her down? Within, one of the other devils of the peerage saying, most definitely she's basically weak as hell. She possibly hasn't even kept up with her training. Possibly because of her raising a damn brat all this time. With then saying, ugh, well, hopefully, as long as we bring her back alive, that's all that matters. She be damaged goods. Better than basically not our master not getting her at all. As then Maylene basically struggling to get up. With then soon Ryan saying, Mom. With soon she's saying, Ryan, go. You have to run. With then soon she's saying, but with then Gabe basically seeing his wife on the ground saying, Maylene, Ryan. With then sending that of a full wave of air blades towards that of the devils, as sending them flying and cut up at least a bit. With then soon Gabe saying, damn it, this is bad. With soon Maylene saying, Gabriel, you know what needs to be done. Saying, are you serious? Saying, as much as I don't want to leave Ryan, they're going to be coming after me. They're going to be wanting me more than anything. And seeing on how desperate that devil is even able to fight against the pagan church, he possibly won't even stop it until he heads to the Golden Dawn. And I don't want to risk everybody there just for me. With then soon, she couldn't help but feel sad and saying, let's just do what needs to be done. But for the time being, within looking back at her son, within soon, she creates that of another spell circle in her hands. before aiming it at Ryan. However, she says, memory transfer with soon. A bright light comes from the spell circle straight into Ryan's head, as then, soon, visions of certain entities and figures basically materialize in front of Ryan, inside of his head. Before then, she's saying, live, Ryan, live your life, and run! With soon, the devil's getting back up, before saying, damn it! With soon saying, well, like we said, all the master wants is to bring her back alive. Losing a few limbs or so won't cause any trouble, right? As the devils are about to prepare that of a blast of magic. Before then, both Maylene and Gabriel combine their spell circles together as one made from wind, as both spell circles are basically wind spell circles. However, instead of them being, sent at the devils or even at that of the exorcists, however, they're below them, as a huge tornado basically engulfs everything, even them, before it begins to shred their bodies. Alongside that of the house, the devil, a few of the devils, and even some of that of the exorcist as well. As Virgil and the devil fighting one another, basically try to run away from that of the magic tornado, with them running as fast as they can and flying it, and the other flying as fast as they can as well. Within the devil saying, damn it, I wanted that damn bitch in my collection. Now it's gone, and even a few of my damn peerage members too. What a waste. Within Virgil saying, ugh, another waste as well. We were hoping that the whole family would join the pagan church. Now, this entire operation was a failure. However, Ryan, on the other hand, wanting to get closer to his parents. Before then, as the tornado is dying down, it soon engulfs into that of a massive explosion, as a explosion spell circle was in the center, making sure that nothing left remained, except for a 7-year-old and injured Ryan. Within, Ryan still basically feeling the pain and the shockwave of the explosion, seeing what's basically left of his home burning away, and his parents now completely gone. As tears begin to run down that of the 7-year-old, before he fully passes out, before waking up in that of a hospital in London, and noticing that of a Japanese woman with that of black hair and light green eyes, looking straight at Ryan with that of a smile, saying, hey, looks like you're finally awake. Then, soon, Ryan's tears come back with a vengeance, getting out of his flashback, saying, after that, I would never, and I mean never, go back to the supernatural. I've made myself a promise. As for at first I was kind of confused on why my dad basically got himself killed as well. I mean, he could have came back to help me, but then I realized Dad may have always used his magic, but he never kept up with his full-on training. So even if he tried getting me away, he would never be able to forgive himself knowing that he left his wife behind. Hell, possibly even I would basically blame him for not doing anything to protect Mother. Back then, I kind of feel envious thinking this. I hated him. I hated both of them for leaving me behind. But then I realized this is the supernatural. They didn't want me to basically go my entire life on the run, and basically having to keep my head down and basically turn around, hoping that I wouldn't be able to die. They wanted me to have a normal life, something better. And that's why Mom sent me on a quest to find you guys. The very entities that are supposed to be nothing but urban legends. The Bakugan, the entities that created the magic itself, the very elements that compose our very world. It's ironic that the very entities that are supposed to be even stronger than that of the two dragon gods are basically now small orbs that look like freaking toys now. With then soon Elfin saying, "Hey, I take offense to that, Ryan. I am small and adorable." With then Elfin wanting to pose, however, being in a small spear, she can't really pose that much. With all the other Bakugan basically, deadpanning at her. Before then, soon, Drago speaking up once again saying, "All the same is, you found us, you proved yourself to us, and you became our vessel. Now you have the power to basically prove that no one in the supernatural is stronger than you, especially when we all fight together. And everything that you've learned as well, under our tutelage as well." With then, soon, Ryan saying, "Yeah, guess so. To be honest, you guys are basically the secondary parent figures I actually needed. Besides Miss Yumi basically settling me up with this great apartment and being able to go to Kuoh Academy as well. I still gotta thank her for that. I don't want to just message her over the phone and thank her. I gotta do it in person. Tomorrow before school, I'll head to the teacher's office and speak to her then." Within, soon Tigura speaking up saying, "That's only if the Satan sisters don't try to talk to you beforehand." Within, soon Ryan's eyes widening in out of shock before saying, "Shit." The very next day, as Ryan is pulling into that of Kuoh Academy on his bike once more, within, soon getting off of it, keeping everything intact, making sure that nobody basically touches it, and keeping it completely covered as well so nobody can steal it too. He soon enters into the building before then noticing that of a certain individual that he didn't want to speak to. Before then realizing, shit. With then soon Sona saying, "That's a surprise. That's quite the introduction, the greeting, Ortega-san." With then soon Ryan saying, sorry, I kind of saw this coming. So, where are we doing this? School roof or the student council room? And I'm guessing Grimry's going to be there too." Within, soon, narrowing her eyes a bit, saying, "So you knew this was coming," saying, "I know how the supernatural works, especially on how shit like this works as well. Come on, let's just get it over with. Classes are about to start after all. And there's also a certain teacher I want to speak to beforehand as well." With that, soon Sona couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. But however, hearing all his cooperation, she couldn't help but think that this may be a little bit easier on her, as she soon heading into the school with many people basically talking about how Ryan's already in trouble, how he's already gone on the bad side of student council, yada yada yada, with many girls worried, with many guys basically saying that he's already getting kicked out. But then, soon Ryan couldn't help but sigh, as then, soon, Elfin can help but speak, saying, "Damn, Japanese kids' gossip is way more intense than that of a mom's hair salon." With then, soon, Ryan saying, "Don't remind me, Elfin." With soon, Percival saying, "All that matters is that we tell the devils who we are and our true intentions. If they don't accept us, then we'll show them in battle. Are you prepared, Ryan?" Saying, "Always, Percival, you know it." "Are you guys ready?" Within, they all say, "Always." As they soon enter into the student council room, as then seeing all the peerages of Sona and Rias. With then soon Issei saying, "Hey, you're the foreign pretty boy," saying, "Seriously, dude, you don't even remember my damn name." With then soon Asya spoke up saying, "Ryan-san, Within soon, Ryan couldn't help but smile, saying, "Hey, Asya, it's been a while, hasn't it?" Within, everybody completely shocked. Even Rias was actually caught off guard, especially Issei, with completing dumbfounded, and with that of a look of complete and total shock as well, saying, Asya-chan, you know this damn foreign Pershonen?" With then soon, saying, Issei-kun, I told you that I had more than one friend. You were my second friend, did you not? Did you not remember? Within, all the way back into the first arc of High School DxD, when that of Issei and Asya were hanging out together, she told Issei that that Issei was basically her second friend, as her first friend was a boy that spent time with her for almost an entire week before heading on that of a journey to make himself stronger. As she soon says this to Issei, saying, he said once he gotten stronger and lived that of a normal and peaceful life, he said that he would come and visit me once again, but it never came after all. Then soon, Issei couldn't help but look down, realizing that one friend never came back to see her, and wanting to be that friend for her. Before then, Issei couldn't help but say, "Wait, you're saying that this guy is that friend?" Then soon, Sona couldn't help but clear her throat, saying, "Hayato." Then saying, "Oh, right, sorry." Then Ria spoke up, saying, "Sorry about him." Sona saying, "Once again, I think we both need to keep our pawns in check." Then soon, Sona going to her desk, sitting right next to that of Rias, as both their queens stand beside them. Then many of the other student council members and Rias' peerage members, all either sitting down or also standing up. As for Ryan, he decides to sit down as well, given that he needs to make this comfortable, and realize that they're not going to possibly let him go this easily. So it's best to basically start the conversation with something a little bit different. Then Sood, Ria saying, "Hello there, Ryan Ortega-kun. You may not know who I am," but Ryan soon cut her off, saying, "Ria Scrimmery. Well, and student council president Sona Shitori, or rather I should say Sona Citri, right?" Then soon, she narrowing her eyes, but also not of shock. Then soon, Ryan saying, "You know, Rias, if you're going to come into the human world, you should at least change your last name. Or maybe your appearance as well. I mean, everybody knows who the crimson red-haired princess of Ruin, after all, and that of that of the smartest young devil of the current generation in the underworld, right? Especially, again, you guys have devil magic that basically focus on your imagination. At least change your appearance, so when you're in the human world, nobody recognizes you, besides just your last names as well." Then, hearing that, Reese couldn't help but be annoyed on being lectured about how she should be able to live in her own territory and shouldn't have to hide. Sona, on the other hand, couldn't help but basically nod her head in exception, and possibly should have taken the advice on changing her appearance too. Some was also mixed badge between that of their peerages. Some were also accepting, while some couldn't help but get annoyed. And speaking on those who actually got annoyed, then both Saji and Issei couldn't help but blow up, saying, "Hey, what gives you the right to basically speak?" Before then, Ryan basically gives them both that of a look, only releasing a bit of his mana directly towards those two, mainly to keep them in check, before settling down a bit back to normal. Before then, soon sighing, saying, "Look, I can tell why you guys are here. You're wondering why I'm here, why somebody from the supernatural is in your territory, and what of my intentions. And I'm going to let you guys know this now. I have not come here for any reason. I am not part of any faction. I am only here to have a normal life, have an education here at Kuoh, and just live my life. Simple as that. All I want to do is graduate from high school, graduate from college, find basically a good or several good women in my life, and just settle down. Simple as that. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Soon after hearing all of that, they couldn't help but be completely caught off guard, especially in answering all the questions that they already had for that of Ryan. Soon, Issei couldn't help but hear the last part about settling down with multiple women before shouting out, "Wait, are you saying that you want to create a harem?" Soon, everybody looking at Ryan, Ryan raising an eyebrow saying, "What? No, I don't want a damn harem. You do know that polyamorous relationships are a thing, right?" Soon, hearing that, Issei saying, "So that means you want... Not everything has to revolve around having a damn harem, Hayato. Some people can be in multiple relationships and have it basically equal. You don't need to just be in a relationship with just one person, after all. Sometimes there are girls that I actually like, and a girl I also like, but I don't want to hurt one of the other girls' feelings, so I'm willing to date both of them or be in a relationship with both of them. But if they're okay with it, then yeah. But if not, then I'll have to go their separate ways. Simple as that. I'm just a person that I just want a normal, peaceful life, no matter what. And I'd rather take the path where it wouldn't cause me quite a bit of an annoyance after all." Hearing this from Ryan, quite a bit of them couldn't help but be impressed, shocked, and downright, completely caught off guard. Soon, Ria saying, "I see, but if you could, please you say you're not part of any faction or have any intentions here. By the way that you spoke it seems like you were prepared for this to happen entirely." Soon, Ryan sighing, saying, I've known how the supernatural works. I know how the devils work. I know how the Gogori works. I know how the church works alongside the angels. I know how the yokai work. That of the fairies, elves, werewolves, vampires, even the goddamn gods. I know how they all fucking work. When you're basically in their domain, they basically want to know everything fucking about you, even when you're fucking innocent or don't even want any trouble whatsoever. I've gone through it all. So basically explaining my situation to all you girls isn't going to change a damn thing. So I've already basically got this shit on lock. So, now you know. Again, completely caught off guard by his answers. Soon, Sona kept say, "I see. But yet, we don't know what you are, though. You act human because I am human." Soon, one of the members of Sona's peerage, a girl with that of red hair, and that's a twin tails that look like that of Spike's, with that of a modest appearance, but with a bigger chest than that of Sona, couldn't help but say, "Dude, there's no way. Are you sure? There's no way you can just be human," saying, "I am." Soon, Drago speaking up, saying, "He's telling the truth. He is human." Everybody completely caught off guard, but except Tsubaki, saying, "That voice. That's the voice of the dragon I saw." Soon, both Drago and Ryan couldn't help but be shocked, saying, "So she was there. Damn it." Soon, Drago saying, "See, this is what happens, Ryan, when you become too careless," saying, Yeah, I know, Drago, I know." Soon, Akino saying, "What is that voice?" And it's quite booming. Soon, Ryan can help but sigh, saying, "Better to introduce you guys now." However, this is going to be a long, and given the time for classes to start is basically an hour, this is going to take possibly at least a good 2 hours and possibly 30 minutes. So, raising up his hand, as soon, a white card appears before then saying, "Gate card open, dimensional time space, with freeze." With then soon, as the card opens up, a bright light soon begins to engulf the entirety of the student council room, basically putting them in that of a stasis field. A field that basically freezes time all around them. Currently outside, time is moving pretty slow, is not even moving at all. But in this field, they're basically able to move. Basically comes with the perks of being part of beings who are who are the essence of magic itself. With then everybody freaking out a bit before then soon all 6 of his Bakugan coming out in their spear forms before transforming. With then, as everybody's on guard, but then Ryan spoke up saying, "Devils of the Sona of the Grimoire and Citrive peerages, meet Dragonoid, the essence of fire and the dragon species as a whole. Gorum, the being that gave the world that of that of Earth and the very concept of other planes of existence. This is Tigernoid, the essence, the creator and essence of all holy light and divine magic as a whole, with even those who basically embody the magic itself. This is Percival, the essence of darkness and demonic energy as well. He's the very reason you could say he's the very reason behind the essence of darkness and those who dwell in the darkness too. This is Elfin, the elemental sprite and creator of all water magic, ice, and the being that gave life to all sea life in the world as well, even those in the supernatural too. And last but not least, Ingrid, the very entity that gave the world that of wind, lightning, and all forms of weather magic as well, alongside being the one that created the very concept of the divine too. You see, these 6 are the very ones that created the very magic that you all wield today. These are the Bakugan. As the word settles into the room, with many of them completely caught off guard, some not even aware, while few who are aware of the name Bakugan. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, how did you guys like this part? This is basically the origin of that of Ryan, and also his first true interaction with that of Sona and Rias and their peerages. So, sorry about his origin story. Sorry that it seems a little bit rushed and just out of the way as hell. But when it comes to the supernatural, especially in Highschool DxD, running away is never a good thing. Either you join a faction or basically die by them as well, or forced to join them too. It's kind of annoying. So I kind of hate the fact that people have to either join a faction to survive or not, or basically die and not. It really does piss me off. So that's why Ryan's entire reasoning for getting the Bakugan or having them as his partners is because he wants the very strongest beings of the world to basically protect him and keep him safe from the supernatural, and so he can basically live a normal life with no people annoying the hell out of him. And if they do, he's strong enough to basically take them down without any hesitation whatsoever because of them. So yeah, basically the Bakugan in this story are the very beings that created magic and and basically the supernatural as a whole. So yeah, they're basically that OP. And you're asking me why I made them that OP? Well, for that of 2 reasons. First reason, again, I wanted to have that of beings that can help Ryan basically live a normal life. And the second reason, well, I'm a Bakugan fanboy. You think I'm not going to allow the very things that basically made up my childhood not the most OP thing in this world? Get real. So yeah, any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, keep it to date my videos when I upload on the channel. Also, please check out my Discord. my gaming channel, my main channel, my other channel, my Patreon, and my Cash App. All link in the description below if you feel like it, or if I'm not too lazy to put them down there. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and I hope you all take care.